Welcome to a new Daily Top Ask Reddit video. Today's topic: what has your pet accidentally conditioned you to do? My wife just got out of the cat's chair on our front porch after he strolled up and meowed. Crazy thing is, it's not our cat. This is the best one so far. Very succinct. Shuffle my feet instead of walking when it's dark so I don't step on my small, black cat. Lol, when I turn the lights off my cat instantly starts running from me because of this. I guess you conditioned the cat and not the other way around. When I come home, my dog comes to the door all excited, wagging her tail, making this woo 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 sound. It's not quite howling, but it's not barking either. I started to woo 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 back to her, because it amused me. But now if I don't, the sound she makes will turn into barking, which is very noisy and unpleasant. So basically she's trained me to have this dumb woo-woo conversation with her, in order to keep her from yelling at me. Edit because lots of people are asking, she's a Portuguese water dog. My boy would do this too. He was a Pomeranian. That was his sweet loving playful bark. Him and my dad would have a woo-woo conversation back and forth for like 5 minutes straight before one of them got tired. My Pom does this too. He's got a reputation around the neighborhood for being super talkative. After 4 years, I think I'm finally learning his language. My mother's dog tells her when it's time for her evening meal. As in my mother's evening meal. The dog knows she eats after my mother, so when she starts to get peckish she goes and bugs her to start cooking. When I go back to visit, we'll be sitting chatting and the dog will sidle in and become a presence in the room for maybe 30 seconds until my mother casually looks at her watch and says, I suppose we better think about eating. She's completely unaware of what triggers her decision. A presence in the room, I love it, haha. I know exactly what you mean, too. Dogs have a way of sort of just conspicuously hanging around to get some attention. Loitering, if you will. With intent, no less. I have a cat that plays fetch, very insistently. She brings me her toy mouse, and if I don't throw it for her, she sits on my laptop keyboard. Of course this all started when I would throw the mouse to keep her from sitting on my laptop. My cat does that too. He broke the feather part off his string toy and he'll drop it on my face while I sleep if he wants to play lol. Lol, my partner always goes to bed before me, and occasionally when I get in bed there's a cat toy laying by him cause the cat brought it to him after he fell asleep. It's super cute. I've been brought toys while I'm sleeping, too. But I'm a lighter sleeper than him, so I wake up to the cat either rolling around on his back kicking the toy in the air or pawing at my arm or face and then staring between the toy and me. Quick edit, he brings the toy for fetch as well. Watching him play fetch is the cutest thing ever. This wasn't accidental. I have a kitten, about 5 months old. Every morning, I wake up and feeding him is one of the first things I do. In the first couple months, in his little brain, he learned that me waking up equals food. About a month ago, he started waking me up. Looking to expedite the process. Jumping on me, meowing loudly, running across the bed. Whatever gets me out of bed. I usually wake up around 6 a.m. for work. I guess that was too late for breakfast, as over the course of about a week this kitten would wake me up about 15 to 20 minutes earlier every day. This started on a Sunday and it wasn't until Friday that I was woken up and realized it was 4:30 a.m. It was then that I realized I've been outsmarted by a kitten and I was being conditioned to feed him in the middle of the night. Now if he wakes me up early, he gets locked out of the room until I'm ready to get out of bed. He doesn't wake me up anymore. My 14-year-old cat occasionally tries to get me to feed him earlier than his typical 5:30 to 5:45 a.m. Luckily he won't wake me up before 5 and half the time I wake up that early anyway, but I will straight up walk past him and his food bowl to go to the bathroom, then go back to bed. Almost always, I'm joined by him for another half an hour or so without further complaint. He's my baby. I'm hoping as mine gets older he'll learn fully his schedule is mostly dependent on mine. Not the other way around. He's getting there, but I give him lots of leeway now because his age. Run towards the door when they start dry heaving. The sound of a pet or baby about to vomit needs to be an alarm. Instant wake up. Yeah. Let's start a company, we could call it the 6am Alarm Company. Oh, I could hide neath my sheets. Of the blue bed where I sleeps. The 6 copyright o'clock alarm would never ring. But 16 so I rise. Wipe despair out of my eyes. My kitten's vomits swarm and it stinks. Cheer up, it's still clean. Oh, what can it mean to a short-hair cat owner and a homemaking queen? I have a long-haired cat who sleeps on the bed and always chucks up a hairball in the wee hours of the morning. I have gotten to the point that when she starts to heave I instantly awake, put my hands under her mouth and catch the furball and vomit, drop the lot in the toilet, flush, wash my hands and go straight back to sleep. Better than having to change the bed linen. Wow, you're hardcore. I did this for the first time the other day. I woke up to the sound of heaving, and thought, I'm not changing the sheets today. Just stuck my hands out and caught it. I officially felt like a mom that day. I admire your fortitude, but you may want to reconsider repeatedly flushing balls of hair into your plumbing. Trashcan is probably your friend here. One of my dogs has several barks, a play bark and a squirrel bark and other dog things that are normal dog barks. He also had what we call his emergency bark. The emergency bark is what he does when he thinks there is serious danger. It is extremely loud and makes us jump every time. He usually reserves it for things like the time I fell down the stairs and he barked for my husband to help, or when someone is in our front yard, or when he cornered a possum in the backyard. However, since my husband started working from home, this dog barks his emergency bark at my husband if he tries working past 4 p.m. My husband now has learned to stop working at about 3:50 every day to avoid that jarring sound. Work-life balance, Dad. That's a good dog. Leave the bathroom door cracked just a little so she can open it, see that I'm in there, and be on her way, instead of waiting outside whining and whining. No, I don't do this for pooping nor when there are people over, as I'm not a Neanderthal, but she really needs to know it's me peeing in there or she will freak the fuck out about my location. My cat likes to have the door open when I'm pooping so she can sit in front of me asking for pets and then lie at my feet. I read somewhere that pets are trying to guard you and keep you company while pooping. It's adorable. Pooping is every animal's most vulnerable time of the day. Cats know this. Sleep on my back or front. I used to be a side sleeper but have an elderly cat who loves her human bed. One of my tabby Barbies likes to know when I'm rolling over in bed so she can readjust herself, so no, in the middle of the night I'll quietly say rolling over Kusai baby. She loves her human bed no matter how I sleep. I'm a side sleeper. When I switch sides, my kitty walks around my head to the other side so we are facing each other. Edit, my kitty in her favorite spot, https://5j68g3p.jpg. Sundapple tripod, https://imga.com/twfg.jpg. Pre-surgery paw lumps, https://e7iw5c7.jpg. Dearly departed, https://imga.com/cf2bfjo.jpg. I love my kitty. Everything her little heart desires. BC I am an idiot sucker and she knows it. You are their whole life so might as well give them the most happiness you can. It's incredibly bittersweet to think I'm my pet's whole life. I'm flattered but damn there are more interesting things out there. I've shared this before, but I got my dog Snoopy when I was 10 years and ever since he was a puppy he had this weird love for lettuce. He would go absolutely nuts for it, so whenever I had a sandwich or a burger I would give him some of my lettuce. Over the years it became a ritual that whenever I prepared any food for myself that involved lettuce, I would grab some extra lettuce for him, so I could toss it to him as I ate. He passed away 5 years ago after nearly 17 years together, but I still find myself grabbing that bit of extra lettuce for him. It's kind of funny that his little quirk has still stuck with me for all these years and I honestly never want it to go away, because it's a little way for me to remember him. That's just the sweetest saddest thing. Who's chopping onions? 2 things. My dog Rusty always puts his front paws on me and I always hugged him, so now when he's anxious he'll give me a hug and I'll hug him back. The other one is when I get ice he always begs for one, so now without thinking I always toss him an ice cube. Edit, thank you all for the awards. I'd assume you'd all like to know the good boy is sleeping on my chest right now, and yes, he did get an ice cube before bed. Oh, I used to do this too. I'd reach in and get the ice for my drink and just throw one over my shoulder without looking because I knew my dog was gonna catch it. I lost her earlier this year and had to drop the habit after throwing ice on my kitchen floor several times. Edit, my first Reddit awards went to my dog. Rightfully, thanks on her behalf. Here's my baby angel, for who asked. D. D colon. My dog does the ice thing too. We call it sacrificing lol. Sleep with my legs a cat length apart. She likes to sleep in between them. Same here. I've noticed I'm much more awake / aware when I shift positions now, too, so I'm sure not to kick or squish her. Before I run in the morning I usually scarf down a banana. Ever since we got my sweet dog, I scarf down about 2/3 of my banana and he gets the last part. It's become our little thing, an unspoken agreement. The banana tax. It happens at my house too.